How are you doing tonight?
I'm all right. What about you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. I've kind of done a little bit of research trying to figure out some things to talk about with you tonight because there's a lot of things I want to make sure we cover. I really want to make sure we just kind of kick it back and get to know you from like growing up, how music impacted your life to now. So,
Okay.
if you were you like in a musical family or did you grow up around a lot of music?
I grew up around a little bit of both. I grew up around a lot of music. I have uncles that like rap. I have great uncles that like played in the bands, played for from played in bands like for the Temptations and a lot of
Oh,
bands
that's
in
dope.
Detroit and Michigan. Yeah.
That is
Also just like music always have been like it for me. Like that's how I
That was in
keep
your
coming.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
born with that practically. So did you
Yeah.
know then like, hey, I want to do this? Or was this just kind of like, you know, I thought about it, but I had another dream and I switched back of any kind?
No, I've always wanted to do music. I mean, I wanted to do other stuff too, but music was always like number one for me.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, we can open a box real quick if you guys want to ask them a question. Absolutely. I apologize about that. Oh, I don't know. Hello, how are you?
Hey, hey.
Hello, how are you doing? Did you have a question for
Good,
Gentry
good,
Stone?
good, good yourself.
I'm doing wonderful. And what was your question tonight?
How music has saved us from time to time and how how it helps us get through certain situations.
Absolutely, that's a wonderful
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, have you
that
had a time that happened to you?
Oh, I've got the t-shirt and I've been wearing it for years.
Oh,
No, I'm busy going through a divorce at the moment.
oh, I do
okay.
apologize about that. That's
Yeah, it's okay.
awesome.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh, right, wonderful. So, Gentry, is
So
there a
yeah,
time
I
music has got you through a moment in your life?
All the time, all the time. Especially with. Have you listened to the whole project?
I haven't. I've listened to a lot of it. I've listened to the Where You Have Butterflies on that one. That's the one I've been listening to.
Yeah. I think you
I
should.
have to pull it up.
I think you'll gain a lot by listening and understanding like a specific situation that I got through by listening to the whole project. Honestly, um,
Yeah.
yeah, but definitely with this project, it helped me get through a relationship situation, and just writing about it and kind of reflecting on it definitely helped me do that.
Yeah. I listen to like Trace of Your Energy, Outside Butterflies. So I've kind of been all over the place, I'll be quite
Yeah.
honest. Because you have such good music on also many levels that you have out. So I wanted to make sure I grasped everything.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I do understand some of what, where sometimes I believe it was one of the songs where it was like you were speaking about how sometimes you mess up at love, but you just wish sometimes you had that
Yeah,
one more chance to just go back and fix it real quick.
yeah, definitely. That the song you're talking about is "Back." Just talks about
Yeah,
like a
there you go.
relationship, you reflecting, and realizing that you messed up, and just trying to, wishing that you had the opportunity to fix it.
Yeah, absolutely. So when did you decide you wanted to start music? Like this is you want to put all of um your kind of eggs in one basket here.
Um, COVID.
Oh,
COVID.
you know what? Those are the best stories because I feel like we were all in lockdown. So that was really
Mhm.
your moment to do something, to shine, right? So
Yeah,
what is it that
definitely.
separated you at that moment?
Um, got furloughed from work. I was in college, and I was at home a lot, which is something that I wasn't used to. I'm used to like working hard. I've always
Yeah.
like written music and attempted to go to studios and stuff like that. But I'm originally from Mississippi, and where I'm from, there's not many like places where I can go and like record at the time, and
Yeah.
definitely not a lot of places that understood like my sound. So I kind of really took a back seat at it for a minute. But when COVID happened, I had met the engineer that kind of helped me find my sound, so to speak, and it took off from there because I had the time actually. So
So what is it that you think? Because I would think that maybe if it was already hard to get in a studio, it's probably even somewhat harder. So did you feel like it was easier during COVID for you to be able to do that versus beforehand?
it everything just all aligned because I found a an engineer that understood what I understood like my sound and what I wanted to, you know, because that's really was my biggest like stumble at the time. At the time, I couldn't find an engineer to work with that understood my sound. Like I worked with plenty of engineers in Mississippi, but a lot of them just didn't get what I was doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that you were able to find somebody like that. So your first album, I just want to make sure that I got everything right here. So the name of your first album, what was that you put out that you were like, okay, we're gonna lay this down and go ahead and try and put it out, or an EP, something of that level?
Traces of Your Energy was the first. I put out like a couple songs before just to kind of prepare, like to see how everything worked and all of that. But those songs are like super old. I put out Traces of Your Energy last year, I think like June 25th, if I'm not mistaken.
Awesome, awesome. And I noticed that you did do a show with A West
Yeah.
a while back. So if you want to tell us a little bit about that, how was that experience? Oh, what's up
That's,
next, Nicole? How are y'all doing? Sorry, I shut them out real quick.
no, you're
Chloe.
fine. Well, yeah, I did a couple shows with A West. He was one of the first artists that I met when I moved to Tennessee. And all of those guys, A West, Knicks, they're all like welcome me in a way that like,
I love
you know,
that.
even where I'm from, like it's hard to get, welcome there as
Yeah,
somebody that does music. But here, like those guys have been real welcoming to me. Like I have much respect for them. But and
that's
also with
great.
my first show, A West was there, and this is the first time I met him, and I performed there, and the mic went out. Like he was just in the crowd, like cheering me on. So,
Oh
like,
no.
yeah, I'll never forget that.
That's awesome. I love that. So is that eventually you met A West that way? Is that how you met Nix and everybody else? Because coming in,
Yeah.
not knowing anybody in that scene, like how was how did you first get in with them? How did you meet them?
Uh, my uncle, who kind of sort of manages me, he found like a showcase, and we went to that, and that's where I met him at the showcase
That's
where we all
awesome.
performed.
Definitely, he is a talent that is slept on. I definitely agree, Nix. I do agree. Did you guys do the first? Was this the coffee house? Did you guys do the first show at a coffee house?
I think it was a dispensary.
Oh,
Was it?
well, we talked about when Nick came on how when he did his first show, he had a similar experience and he just kept going. And I was like, I love that. I love a good, I don't even care. I'm in my own vibe type of, like just rolling with it. So
Yeah.
what is in store this summer? Like what should we be looking for?
I'm working on another project, and since I put out my first one, I kind of have an idea of like how to better go about it, if that makes sense. Yeah, how to release it better and
Yeah,
reach get more reach. So yeah, I'm working on the project. I might add a couple other songs to Traces of Your Energy by the anniversary, like just adding a couple
that
more
would be
songs.
dope.
Do a couple remixes because that's just what I like to do. But yeah, I'm probably gonna add a couple more songs to that.
I love that. I love that. And do you currently have any shows going on right now or any planned?
Not right now. That's what we're trying to get set up now, but not right now. Not on the
Awesome.
show.
Yeah, we'll have to request you somewhere. Is there a way people can request you to come to their city, or do you have any type of link that they're able to get in touch with you if they want to have you at their locations?
Definitely IG DMs, really. Um, and
Everybody's on
hopefully I
Instagram.
get to yeah, IGDMs are like my email address or my manager. That should all be on my bio or all my social media. So
Well, if you come near Virginia, I'm getting a ticket. I got you.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
Hopefully I'll get there very soon.
We'll make sure to get VIP so you get a little extra in your pocket for gas. And then, so I kind of just kind of rolling with it. Is there anything that we should kind of know about you, or your upcoming with the music, or in general? Is there any fun things that we should know about you?
Yeah, just that I plan on releasing a like a deluxe version of Traces of Your Energy that I just released. Also, just I want you to take the time out to like listen to the whole like 1 to 10 because it's 10 tracks on it. I want you to take the time out to listen, like and kind of
I
follow the
got
story
you.
because there's a story in it. There's definitely a story in it, and it's a project that I'm like really proud of.
I love that, and I've also bumped Big Gentry a lot in the gym. That's been my, you know. I'm under pressure.
Like, yeah, and that was the last one to get done. It almost didn't make it on the
I
project because I
love that
wasn't
song.
sure of it. But yeah,
I think that song you could really like that song is one of those songs that's so catchy. It could become trendy like that. Just
yeah,
because it's just got a good flow, a good beat, and a good message behind it. So, um, but yeah, so I try to keep this fairly like just free flow, really relaxed. Is there you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube, Beyond the Surface is your favorite? I'm gonna have to add that to my playlist too. I've been going on the YouTube and I'll just like hit play all. So when I do that, it gives me all of you. So
yeah.
it skips that line. But yeah, I do love the music. I do.
I
Um,
appreciate it.
Yeah, and I always want to help support independent artists, make sure we all have a chance to shine out here. And because you never know whose music is going to save who at the end of the day. And I'm a firm believer in music heals. So, is there any inspirations that, speaking of like healing with music, is there any inspirations that you had that, like certain artists that were like, okay, I could put this record on and I will feel better once I've listened to it?
I don't know it. I enjoy people like it depends on what mood I'm in, but like definitely like if I'm feeling down, probably like some like Lauren Hill, Sampha, you know who Sampha is?
Yeah.
Um Tracy Chapman, Sade, like
I
all those
love
people.
that. Some old school too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
definitely.
was. I was just telling someone the other day, like I don't really listen to like music unless I'm listening to myself or something old now. So it's you know because
I
somebody
feel
plays
like
some
they
like
bring core memories with us. Like they set with us differently, and that's why we keep latched on to those songs because they were a moment in our time in our life somewhere.
yeah, and they
Tracy
bring
Chapman
comfort.
is the ish. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I do that. Oh, and
yeah.
Nicole asked if you could work with anyone, who would it be? That's a good question.
It is. I never thought about that.
Uh,
probably someone like Tracy Chapman or
that would be good.
like my favorites. people like that. Yeah.
Yeah, keep it old school. I love it. Like just everything. Is there anything that you're excited to see this summer? Like, do you have any future plans? Are you taking any vacations or anything?
Well, I actually just got back to got back from Charlotte. Um,
And
yeah, I actually just got
yeah,
back from Charlotte. Down there, visiting family and friends, and writing music and stuff like that. Like that's what I do. Like that's what I do for fun.
yeah, I love that. I love that.
Music is,
Have you ever wrote anybody else's song, or have you always like
I
have you ever
have
collabed that way?
no. You mean like written for someone?
Either written for someone or like written with someone where you write the song.
Yeah, all the time. I don't know if you've been on YouTube, you may have seen like a close friend of mine from Mississippi, YC Sosa. He should have popped up somewhere because we have a lot of collaborations like that. I've never
Yeah, I
written,
think I've seen that.
yeah, but we definitely collab a lot. I have a couple collaborations with a couple people here in Tennessee. I don't want to speak too much on it because I don't know where it's going. I've sent the music,
Yeah.
and I don't know how, but yeah,
So you currently you still you're in Tennessee now, correct?
yeah, I'm in Tennessee now. This is
You're
where I
in
live.
Tennessee now. Awesome. I love hearing your story and just how you're able to recite some things. So when you were growing up, did everybody were they supportive of your music career, or were they kind of like, you know, that might not go the way you want it to go and try and get you to do something else? Or
Not everybody. I want to tell you a story. Like I said, my
absolutely.
uncles rap. They made music, so every day, like I would try to go in
Hold
my uncles,
on one moment.
and
Yeah.
uh, we
Yeah, I
both got a
think we
phone.
got you. Yeah, I think we both like it's something happened, and I was like, "Oh no!" and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah,
Oh, and
yeah. But my uncle was in the studio, and I was just trying to like get a moment to like record or
yeah,
whatnot. So I every time I would come in there with something, like I can always read him like that he really wasn't feeling it. So every time, like it was my goal to like, okay, I'm gonna make this
I'm gonna
motherfucker.
make him feel it. Yeah.
I'm gonna make him feel it. And one day I wrote this song called "Unapologetic," and I went in to record it, and everybody else kind of left the studio. They're not feeling what I'm doing. I went in to
Yeah.
record it, and I made everybody that was outside like come in to see who that was, and he actually took interest in it, and that's when everybody started, really paying attention to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love how you got him to change his towards how he felt about the music and he was able to enjoy it with you. I do want to kind of bounce back a little bit because Nicole asked a question, so I'm going to let you go ahead and reiterate that a little bit. She said, "Are you originally from Tennessee or did you move there for music?" Great question.
No, I'm originally from Mississippi. Meridian, Mississippi is a small town. Uh, yeah, I moved here for music, and the rest of my family had moved here before. So, yeah, after I finished college, I moved here for music.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys want to come in boxes or ask any questions, we definitely want to make sure you got a question. Okay, we can get you in a box. Or do you want to ask in the comments? Nick's has got a question for I love this. I love you guys' relationship too. I think it's so awesome. Yeah, you guys interact with each other, having that unity that you guys have, and that's definitely something that is very appreciated.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
so I love that. I love that you guys are close like that. Who's your favorite artist that starts with the letter N and lives in Nashville?
Nick's the artist, man.
Oh my goodness. I love that. I love this. Um, But yeah, I just kind of wanted to let you tell your we got a song together. Wait, you did a song with Nick? Okay, now I
I
really
was
feel
waiting on
out.
him to say. I was waiting on him to say something.
Oh, listen, I feel so. I'm like, oh man, now I gotta go research some more because, girl, how do y'all know each other? So, if you guys want to go ahead and if you want to, Nicole asked how you guys know each other.
I
Play
met
it.
him.
I'm looking for it, girl.
Met him through a showcase in Murfreesboro, I think. And
Murphy.
yeah, and we just recently collabed, like showcases, doing shows and stuff like that.
Heck yeah. I love when you're able to meet with somebody and the vibe is the same and you can just tell right off the rip, like this is, you know, it
Yeah,
won't pop up for me. What's the name of the song you guys did together?
it's not out yet.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's
We
why I
can't
didn't say
play it,
nothing when you first
Nicole.
asked.
I'm
Yeah, it's not
over here
out
and
yet.
I'm like, I know that this song has is not it because it got Stevie Stone on it. And I'm like, that's yeah, that's Stevie Stone though.
Yeah,
And but it's there a relation between you and Stevie?
no,
No, no relation at all. Okay, just curious because I both seen you guys have stones.
yeah,
No, you're good. I think. Oh, Nick wants to come in. Okay. What's up? How's life?
Yo, I just want to pop in here and say Gentry Stone is the most slept on artist in the city.
Let's go. Mm,
And
appreciate
let's
and
that, man.
and
go.
how we met was through A West, and it was because of A West that I heard Gentry's music and fell in love with his creative process, the way he writes, the way he carries himself on a record, the way he approaches the record is just phenomenal. And I just want to let you know, you sleep on yourself, bro. And the song isn't released yet. Song will be released though eventually.
He said eventually.
Eventually.
Do we have a definite date or area? Not date, but area, like
No,
summertime?
no, and I'm gonna have Gentry make that announcement. But yeah, we're gonna get it worked
I
out. It's
got
almost
you.
done.
I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear it. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. And congratulations. You guys are doing big things over there too. All together. I'm so proud of all of you over there. It's awesome what you guys are
Oh, we
doing.
love you, Gentry.
Appreciate it, man.
Uh, all right.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, and I seen you guys recently we want to try and get more attention to where Nashville supporting each other's independent artists. So can you kind of explain to us what the independent um, community in Nashville for independent music means to you and how that has helped you get to kind of where you're at?
It's great, like because like I'm not from here, so it was not.
Yeah.
I did not expect to come in and get like accepted like that. I honestly didn't, because it's hard to be like I was from where I was from, and it was hard for me to even get people to listen or take me serious
Yeah.
as an artist. So for me to come here and like for Knicks and A West and everybody else that has like I'm grateful for that. So yeah,
Absolutely.
and like just I don't know, it's just the vibe here.
Absolutely. I love that independent music is now more popular.
Mm.
Metaphorically, like when you can sit there and you can open your phone and go to Instagram and TikTok, you can find all independent music. So we're not relying on the TV screen as much anymore to get that like we were. Um, so what is how do you think like that our social media has really helped boost in your case? Like how has social media helped you get your music out there?
For me, it separates, it tears down the boundaries of just like where you're at. Like it
Yeah.
kind of allows you to reach places where like last week, my top city
I know.
was in like uh where was it? Somewhere that I've never been. Like it was a city that I've never been. And I'm like, that's social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it helps you reach those places where you can't like physically go at the time. So like people playing it all in the UK and all of that stuff like that comes from social media
That's
and
dope.
especially like TikTok in general. Like TikTok is
It's wild. Instagram's
yeah.
wild sometimes though. I mean, that sometimes I gotta take a break from Instagram. I'll be like, y'all getting a little too crazy over here. But yeah, and I love that social media has done that for a lot of independent artists because I feel like now it's kind of taken the blindfold off where more independent artists who didn't have a full concept now are able to get a full concept that hey, I don't have to go do A, B, and C. If I don't want to, I can take my dream and go this way instead.
Right, right.
It gives them more options, whereas before I felt like, and just personal feelings, but I felt like it was more geared. You had to go sign, you had to go do this, you had to go do that. And signing might be good for some people and their journey, but for others, I felt like it was a way for all of us to be able to see your music without having that window up, if that makes
Right.
sense. I know it's a little
That's
confusing.
no, I completely understand where you're coming from. And I don't want to like, yeah, it's definitely better than trying to try to having to go to a record label to kind of you know get your music heard or to try to
Yeah,
push it to see. Because if it wasn't for social media, it'd be just us making music and throwing it out into nothing. You know.
making those the 8 tracks, or what, making the CDs, not the 8 tracks, making the CDs and selling them out of the back seats
I
again.
don't know. That
You
might be
know?
a good idea. I go on a tour just handing them out.
You totally should. You should just go out and be like, listen, you can do a meet and greet and I'll sign a CD. Here you go.
Mhm.
You know? I love that idea. I think we need to bring that back. Old school it.
Yeah.
Old school it. Have you ever had any crazy things happen to you since like you've kind of had a little bit of notoriety where people kind of like, okay, they know your music now? Has anything crazy happened to you? Like a
No,
fan base or anything? Like any crazy stories of like, okay, I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
It's okay.
Not right off. I have had a lot of artists like DM me about like doing features and stuff like that, and I'm always open to that because
Yeah.
I do this. This is what I do for fun. Like I'm not into clubbing or anything like that. I like making music, so of course, like anytime somebody, but outside of that, nothing too crazy. Um, yeah, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Do you know what? Yeah, I respect that too, Nicole. She said she's never bought a CD from someone off the side of the road. Respect. Making sure a QR code we said, or a QR code with a link to your music. Hey, that would be more easy. Just here you go.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have cars that got it on it. Also, like a little thing that you can uh tap your phone and it'll automatically show up. So if I'm out,
Can they stick the things? Like, can you just stick them around the city and just stick them everywhere? So when people get on the bus and stuff, or
oh
like
yeah,
the trains, they need to see
that's a
this.
good idea. That's a
Just
good
go
idea.
slap it where it's legal. That's a good idea. I love that.
Yeah, that
Love
is a good
that.
idea. I'll have to try that. Yeah, but definitely social media is help. But I do like though like the groundwork of it because it kind of I got
Yeah.
like a hustle mentality, so it makes me feel like I'm doing physically doing something. You
Right.
know.
Yeah, absolutely. You always got to just keep moving forward, keep going, no matter what
Right.
happens. I love that. And I think building a strong foundation also builds a better future for you, and it sets you up a little, to where even if you struggle in the beginning because you're having to go through those trials and tribulations later on, you're going to have a more beneficial future.
Yeah, definitely. because there are times like when it gets like what is the word I'm looking for? Like it gets discouraging, but uh how I have this idea that I'm meant for is because every time I get discouraged, like it's something that happens to let me know, like, nah, this
Yeah.
is what you're supposed to be doing. So, like, I had one person just walk up to me singing my song and just didn't know, like, I was thinking inside my head, not saying nothing, but like, I think I'm gonna quit. But uh,
No,
this
don't
person
quit.
just came up and started singing one of my songs, like out of the blue. I was like, yeah, I
We
got to
had
keep
the
moving.
same conversation with my friends lately about, sometimes when we're trying to do certain things, like I'm trying to do the independent music stuff,
Hmm.
and sometimes we get a little discouraged, just because like certain things we can't get to those small goals that we've, tried to get to because, it doesn't hit the right area of the For You page or something like that, or it doesn't, get the traction that it needs. So what is kind of like your advice when you get discouraged with your music and you get discouraged with not being able to really get everything out there like you want? What do you do? What is it? What is your first thing you go to?
I step away from it and do something else.
I like that. I do
I,
that a
I
lot
step
too.
I step away from it and do something. I mean, because it's just like I'm a writer. Like
Yeah.
that's one of the my favorite parts of music is writing. So sometimes like when I'm writing a song, like I get writer's block. Of course, that happens to anybody that do any type of writing. So I step away from it and try to write something else. So like, and my advice will be, if you're whatever you're focusing on, just try to focus on a different angle of what you're doing. And that's
Yeah.
what I like. Cause sometimes like like recently, before I just got back from Charlotte last week, and before I went to Charlotte, like I had writer's block. I feel like I couldn't create. So instead of me just not doing anything, like I'm working on reels and
Yeah.
content stuff like that, rehearsing, because even though I don't have any shows lined up, like I still want to be able to like be ready when the time comes, because
Yeah.
you know but yeah, definitely kind of put your energy in something else pertaining to that. Don't like just walk away from it, but like walk away from whatever's you're working on. If it's something that you just get frustrated with, just walk away from it and go work on something else in that angle. That's what I would do.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. And I tend to do that. Like if I'm trying to find like, all different styles and types, sometimes for some reason I'll land in the same type over and over and I'll try and be like go and find other styles. So that way it gets, everybody in there. I'll have to just kind of step away for a minute and just kind of, digress and then come back. So I definitely think that's amazing advice. Yes, that's amazing advice. To take a minute and come back with a fresh perspective. Did you
Yeah,
have any music or anything you wanted to play for us tonight as well? We're very laid back and chill, so if you want to do any like if you wanted to share anything with us.
I don't have anything set up for you to hear anything right now where I'm at. Uh, but I mean, if you wanted to play something and ask questions about a particular song or something like that, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. If you guys have any like songs you want to throw out there in the comments and stuff, go for it. Go for it. Go
And make
for
sure you
it.
guys go scream Gentry Stone, Traces of Your Energy. Listen to the whole thing,
Yeah,
please.
let me get to the, you know what? Let's get to the it's trying to start on shaky road or shaky ground. And it's wait a second. Well, that's pieces of your love. So, and I want to make sure I say this right. It's saying young Trey, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it says YNG, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to butcher. I would hate to do that. But this is one of them on there. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Oh, that's deep. That's the wait a second. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Just right there, that first part.
Yeah.
Met you at the end of a breakup. You said you needed no love. I thought I had the time to get my weight up. Double back when you forgot me like you could ever top me.
So let me ask you this. So the girl that you're talking about, I'm gonna just go off of this. You met her at the end of the breakup, her previous breakup, is that right?
Yeah.
So this was kind of just like, let me help people help each other kind of thing when you guys met. Is that how that kind of started with that relationship?
Yeah. Definitely. Like more so, just like just just got done with your little situation. It's my
Yeah.
turn. Okay. But if you continue to listen to the song, you know it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
my turn.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I'll be quiet. Let's go.
I'm glad to see you made it through without me. Offer me a little better footnote. I can't tell nobody, can't let this go. You say what you're doing, don't get too close. But I'm too deep into it to let you go. But are you that somebody? Make me feel like I'm somebody. But are you that somebody? Make me feel like I'm somebody.
I love that.
I'm content with just a piece of your love.
Mm.
I'm convinced just a piece is enough. Now you listen to just give me a piece of your love. Just give me a bit of your time. Just give me a piece of your love. I don't need to roll, I don't mind it. Just give me a piece of your
Well, I know you're kind, you crying a long time ago. They play with your heart, now you think every nigga lying to you. Not gonna spit no lines to you. All I want is time to fool. You look
And
like
that's
like you
Young
just been
Strike,
crying to
correct?
you.
This right
Got
here.
your way.
Yeah.
We're here out here
Yeah.
behind you. Don't wanna make it seem like I'm rich, but I'm bad with you. Crash out cause I ride with you. Sorry that they lied to you. Just in case nobody ever talks, and I'm proud of you. Fuck whoever doubted you. Couldn't see what you were around to.
just give me a piece of your love. Just give me a bit of your time. Just give me a piece
I
of your
love this song.
love.
I hadn't heard this one yet, so I apologize. But yeah, I love this song.
Prime stars.
I love it.
Thank you.
I definitely, I feel like everybody can relate to just that one song. So I'm definitely gonna have to listen to the full project. I apologize. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
You're
But
fine.
I feel like everybody can relate to that because we've all given situations chances and we're like, you know what? I'm just okay with a little bit, not realizing the bigger picture yet, like of what we're really working on right there in a moment in our life. So I'm definitely interested to see how the rest of this plays out.
Yeah, definitely. Cause the traces of your energy is the project is about reflection of just reflection of a relationship. Period. And I don't like to be one thing that I've learned so far. I don't like to tell people what to get from it. I can only tell
Yeah,
you what I got from like what I was thinking when I wrote it. But it's the whole
yeah,
project is just definitely about reflection and thinking back of like the stuff that you put up with, the stuff you really put up with.
yeah. I'm sorry if it's a little loud. Let me know.
No,
So.
you good.
But yeah, no, I love that. I love that it's a reflection. I think it gives us a really good insight first and foremost to where you're at when you began. So then as you go throughout, we see the changes within your music.
Right.
So I love this. Shaky ground. So I've got that kind of playing now. You guys can check them out. I don't know if it's gonna do right, but I'm trying to do you some justice and show, but TikTok don't want me to do that. They're
Yeah.
like, nah, nah. Butterflies is actually the first song that I came across.
Really?
So go ahead.
I said really?
Yeah, that was the one that popped up on my feed with butterflies. And I was like, hold on a second. Who is this guy? Hold on a second. Like, let me go take a look. But yeah, and then Bath, of course, is another one of my favorites. Um, I really got to listen to this in order because I see now. Definitely see. Whoa, what did you do? There we go. But yeah, whatever you guys are doing. Um, but yeah, I just appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I'm excited to see what's coming for you and all that good fun and all that stuff.
I appreciate that. I'm also excited to see you grow and prosper. Like I'm on,
Oh, thank you.
yeah. And if there's anything that I can do to assist with that, you just let me know. I appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah.
And taking the time to like share my art with me.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It decided it was gonna go crazy on you when that song came on. It's like, hold on a minute, we got back. No, but I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I just like really at the end of the day, my goal with this is just to create a space where people who want to hear music can come hear independent artists and support them and really help get their name out. Give them a hub center where it's like, oh, if you like independent artists or you want to look into that genre, here's a place where you can go and you're going to get all different types.
I have,
Not only that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have a question. Do you do like the review things? Like have a day where you do the reviews where you accept? I think that's something that you should do like at least like once a week or something like that.
Oh yeah, like I was thinking about that because I used to do them and then I kind of stepped off. I'm not gonna lie, I had family, just life. So I kind of stepped away from a lot of stuff that I was doing. And so I think that's after I doing one this week, I was like, I kind of miss this. Like I kind of, because it's just you and the music.
Right.
And it gives you time to digest. You don't, because on a 60-second clip, I can show you what I think about a song, right?
Right.
But on a 10-minute video, I can go into detail what I like about that song and why it is the way it is and portray it how the artist really wants that portrayed. So I do love doing that more. But yeah, and then also just make a place where other artists can come together with other artists so collaborations can happen more. It's more unified and I don't feel like it has to be all one area. I feel like if you have the right platform in place, all the independent artists could come together on that platform. And options are endless. Like there is your backing, there is your support, there is your need right there.
Right.
You just gotta get to the right persons per se, I guess. But but it would give you more of an even playing field at the
Yeah.
end of the
That's
day to get your music out there. So that's kind of my goal. But I appreciate you coming on and supporting this as much as we're supporting you. I appreciate that.
yeah, definitely. Anything you need me to do, I appreciate you for having me though. Um, yeah.
Yeah, if you ever come to Virginia, like hit me up.
I will.
I'll
Most
come to a
definitely.
show. I got you. I'll pay VIP just so you get an extra buck there.
Most definitely.
Yeah. But and if is there anything you want to shout out real quick, so that we can find you or anything about you? Um,
Uh, just you guys go listen to the project Traces of Your Energy by Gentry Stone. I'm on all major platforms. Also, if you want to follow my journey, I'm on all social media sites at Gentry Stone.
let's go.
And I welcome you to the journey, man. And
Let's
I appreciate
go.
you again. Appreciate you again. I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I will say, I do feel like your music is slept on because the way that your hits are coming out, I'm like, man, this is gonna blow up. I'm telling you, I feel like your mom when you hit that moment, it's gonna go boom because that music is just amazing. It's gonna take off. People are gonna listen to one song and then they're gonna go listen to five more. So
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely feel like that's coming. But I appreciate you coming on. If you ever want to come back on or you know anybody else that wants to come on, just shoot me a message. I got you.
Most
Got you.
definitely. I'm gonna send
Oh,
some people from Mississippi from you that I think are dope artists. Uh,
yes.
I'm gonna do that because I feel like that with that range, it'll kind of help.
Yeah, definitely. And I really want to try and cross markets because I feel like that's a big. I see. I don't know. I've only been learning about independent music artists for a year, so I feel very baby-esque. Um, so if I sound like, there's still things I'm learning, and then I need to be, told because I'm still learning. But like, I feel like if you start to break the different markets that independent music is in, and you start where they can collab, that's going to end any struggles there is to get,
Yeah,
to have the music out more.
yeah,
So
definitely,
yeah, definitely.
definitely, definitely. That's why I said like even with just getting into those different markets. That's what I say. I wouldn't see nobody. Well, I don't. You probably know everybody that I know here, but
I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm still learning, but
yeah,
I'm down.
but yeah, the definitely dope artists that I know from Mississippi. I definitely send them your way.
Absolutely,
We speak
absolutely.
from a couple artists in Charlotte, and I just I feel like that'll be beneficial for both of us. Even when I come back, we got a
Absolutely.
bigger audience, and you know,
I can go to Charlotte. Charlotte's not far from me actually, because I'm more Southern Virginia.
yeah,
So I got you. Yeah, I can do Charlotte. But I love that, and I love that you came on tonight. So thank you so much again, and I will try and get this live put together for everybody as soon as possible. We do try and drop it by excuse me. We do try and drop it by Music Monday on YouTube, so that way you can share it out, and anybody who missed the live can go ahead and take a look and see Gentry Stone as well.
oh, okay.
All righty. Well,
Well,
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I thank you. Yeah, I'll take care. Okay.
You too. Bye.